For years, if you asked who the king of Taiwanese table tennis was, the answer was pretty simple. But you know what? A new era is dawning, and suddenly that throne is being challenged from the inside. Today, we're diving into one of the most exciting rivalries and partnerships in the entire sport. So let's get right to it. This is the question that gets fans talking. On one side, you have the established master, right? The guy who's consistently taken on the world's absolute best. And on the other, you have this young phenom who is rising so fast, he's practically leaving a trail of fire behind him. So who is it? Is it the unshakable king, the silent assassin, Lin Yunju? Or is it the incredible challenger, the rising star, Cao Chengju? To figure this out, we really have to break down their games. All right, first up, let's deconstruct the current number one, the master of calm and precision himself, Lin Yunju. To really get why he's so dominant, you have to look at more than just sheer power. I mean, look, Lin Yunju has been a force at the top for years now. He's not just in the top 10, he's practically a permanent resident there. He's the player that everyone, and I mean everyone, including the Chinese superstars, has to have a game plan for. So what makes him so deadly? Well, a huge part of it is his absolute mastery of the backhand banana flick. Yeah, it's become a standard shot for top players now, but Lin has turned it into this lethal weapon that lets him go on the attack from the very first ball. And the way he does it, it's like a three-part masterpiece. It all starts with that perfect footwork to get into position. Then, the elbow acts like a pivot, creating all this space. And then, bam, he just unleashes all that explosive power from his forearm. It creates this insane amount of speed and spin. And this quote? It just hits the nail on the head. He's not just a powerhouse. He is a tactician. He plays this incredible mental game, a true silent assassin who just dismantles his opponents by outthinking them every step of the way. But here's the thing. A new force is rising, and he's doing it with breathtaking speed. So let's talk about the challenger, Cao Chengju, because this is where the story gets really interesting. Okay, first thing you have to know is his nickname, Yuzuru. Why? Because fans noticed who looks just like this character from the super popular anime Atashinchi, and honestly, it's a perfect fit for his calm but super determined style. His journey is basically the stuff of legend. At 3 years old, he's swinging a kitchen spatula around trying to be like his sister. And then, by the time he's out of elementary school, he moves across the entire country by himself just to train with his idol. That kind of dedication, that's what fuels a rise this fast. And his style? Oh, it's a direct legacy from his master, the legendary godfather of table tennis, Chuang Qiyuan. It is all about fearless, lightning-fast attacks right up at the table, just overwhelming opponents with pure speed and aggression. Okay, so what happens when you take these two incredible forces and put them on the same side of the table? Well, you get a historic showdown that puts the entire world on notice. So, at the 2025 World Championships in Doha, their doubles team, nicknamed Yu Xianglin Ming, went on an absolute tear. They took down not one, but two top-tier Chinese teams, and then they beat the world #1 French pair to just storm their way into the final. It was incredible. That final was a total nail-biter, a 5-game thriller against a really tough Japanese duo. They fought right to the very end, but they fell just short of the gold. It was a real heartbreaker. So what was the turning point? Well, the Japanese team had a very clear, very focused strategy. Apply constant, relentless pressure on the younger Cao Chengru and try to create an opening. And you know what? The match was really won and lost in this tiny little space, the small triangle, right over the net. This is where Japan's super precise, controlled short game completely disrupted their aggressive rhythm and let them take control. And that strategy? It put an immense amount of pressure on Lin Yunju. It basically forced him to cover way more of the table. He had to be both the setup man and the finisher, shouldering this massive offensive load all by himself. But here's the thing. This result just shows their incredible spirit, because even in a loss, they made history. They secured Taiwan's first ever silver medal in men's doubles at the World Championships. That is an absolutely amazing achievement. Okay, let's bring it all home and circle back to our big question. After seeing them as individuals and as a team, who really is the strongest? So after all that, can we finally answer the question, who actually comes out on top here? Is it the master tactician, or is it the aggressive, up-and-coming challenger? Well, the real answer isn't about one versus the other. It's about two different but totally complementary philosophies. You've got Lin's tactical genius and subtle variations against Cao's just explosive high-tempo pressure. You could say one is the foundation of the present and the other is the hope for the future. So here's the verdict. Lin is still the anchor, right? He's the undisputed guy you send out against the world's absolute elite. Cao is the future, a star with just limitless potential. But their combined strength as a doubles team, that is what is truly a game changer for Taiwan. Because the strongest force in Taiwanese table tennis right now isn't one player. It's the beginning of a new golden era. It's this 1-2 punch that puts the rest of the world on notice that Taiwan is a serious threat to win any title, anytime. You know, the journey for these two is really just getting started, and their partnership has already proven to be world-class. So the real question is, what's next for them? An Olympic medal? A world championship gold? Let us know what you think down in the comments.